Steelers are 15-2 at home on opening day.
That's bad.
That's from the 408 on the Xfinity Mobile text line. I'm going to take your word for it, 408. I'm going to take your word for it, but who's to say you can't put false information up there? 15-2 at home. I'm gonna.
Sounds about right under Tomlin.
That's got to be under. No,
that's more than Tomlin.
No, that's Tomlin. If
that's a while.
No, but I think he's saying if they play their home opener week 3, it's still their home opener.
Well, okay.
So in their last 17 home openers, they're 15-2.
That's probably under Mike. Dude's never had to lose the season, so
but that's not good enough for you.
First time the Steelers have opened at home since 2014. So
good God.
Okay.
Yeah. What did they do wrong?
But it says opening day. Yeah. Mm-hmm. We need a little more clarification on that stat, 408. If you're going to
be a part of the show,
put it out there for sure. But the Pittsburgh Steelers and I was looking at the schedule. There's some good games this week.
Give me another one that jumps out at you.
Philly, New England, and the Bills, Jets.
Now that's Monday night.
Bills, Jets will be good. You threw this out before about last night's game. If you're watching that game last night, and you're a 49er fan, did anything go through your mind watching that game about your team, the 49ers? I mean, are we looking so far ahead? And this is what I seem to sense here in the office a little bit.
Uh-oh.
It feels like we're looking so far ahead that what we saw last night, you know what? Chiefs aren't going to be all that maybe this year. So maybe we're not going to face the Chiefs when we get to the Super Bowl.
Now, that would be an overreaction, but they were without Kelsey. They were without Jones, 2 studs. But it's like the conversation we had with Evan before the show, Steiny. Even last year, before the ball kicked in the Super Bowl, I just felt like from a firepower standpoint, the Chiefs were lacking. And they are at the wide receiver position, but yet Patrick Mahomes makes up for that, and they beat the Eagles, who had everything that I'm talking about the Chiefs don't outside of the tight end position. They had at their disposal and still couldn't win the game. So if I'm a Niner, I'm looking at that Chief game and I'm watching it with imagining Jones and Kelsey there, and I'm still saying, oh, my God, we're more talented at every position except the one in the NFL that people keep hitting me over the head with, Steiny. The most important position, the quarterback position.
Yeah, I mean,
it's amazing, man.
As I was driving in today thinking about the show and the season starting, again, the one thing that just kept hitting me, and maybe it's just me, but it just feels like this year under Shanahan is different. Like, it feels like the stakes are higher this year than in any other year. And look, we were all excited about it from fans.
I love when you say that.
From the fans.
Because we know he's in no danger of getting fired.
But I think the team feels it too.
Yeah.
That this year's different. Like, it's all set up for him. And am I right? If you're a 49er fan, are you headed into this season? Does it feel like any of the last 3 or 4 seasons? Look, we knew they were going to be good the last 3 or 4 years. We've known they were going to be good. They've been good. But why is this year different? Why does this year feel different? Or doesn't it? If you're a 49er fan,
interesting.
I'm excited just like I am last year. I don't sense that. I think there's more excitement. I think there's more excitement right now for the Niners than last year, than the year before, than any time under Shanahan. And my question would be why? I know what it is for me. And it's the possibility that they've got a quarterback that they really like. And that can take them to another level.
Answer, Steiny. Because to be honest, to put the right on the table, brought to you by Atco, last year started, even though we didn't know the unknown commodity in Trey Lance, they were coming off a visit or a trip to the NFC Championship game in Los Angeles. So they were already there. They were a Final Four team again. But then you turn the keys over and it was a head scratcher because you just didn't know what Lance was, and it ended up being a zero. But now it's like we've seen this offense, and you tell me if I'm wrong. 49er fans and football fans all over the world have to feel like the rug was taken out under their feet when Brock got hurt, and it's like a prize fighter, if something happened to their leg.
No, it's
and
not. It's like if a prize fighter got knocked out in the first round.
But then we could sit here and say, yeah, Brock wasn't good. Philly took advantage of him. But they did what you want to do, knock the quarterback out. But I think that's why people are still holding on to that.
That's fine.
What? Brock really didn't play bad. And he didn't. He didn't even get a chance. So I think there's some of that. Like, now we're healthy. Come see us now. Yeah. It's some of that, Steiny. Like, we lost, but technically we didn't lose.
Okay. That's right.
I think you feel
That's right, because you made the Super Bowl last year.
Well, they did.
I mean, you're the only guy I know that can say the Warriors won 5 titles in a row, and that 49ers didn't technically lose to the Eagles last year.
Snotty, you got to say you feel like it. That's all. You feel.
I'm looking forward to how Kyle uses McCaffrey and Debo with a full season to prepare. And the added excitement is Brock Purdy's potential upside. By the way, if Brock Purdy's good. Let's start talking dynasty. The hell with one Super Bowl. Mm-hmm.
Look at you.
What?
Slow down, baby.
No.
Yeah, you got to get one first.
408. I'm not saying it. Philly knocked out 2 quarterbacks. Got to protect the quarterback. That offensive line's got to do the job.
I wonder if Kyle has any regret. Here I go. I got to say it. On the play call to where he had the backup tight end blocking one of the most vicious defenders in the game. Like, would he have done that over?
I'm sure he would have.
Like, maybe I should have had Trent block him. Tyler, whatever the tight is now. He ain't even here anymore. But damn.
650 doesn't like when I say they knocked him out.
Well, they did.
Well, you said it was like.
Oh yeah, I didn't want to tell you I didn't agree with that one.
But this is your start. You're starting with McCaffrey running back, middle of the trade. That's true. I mean, that's the other thing. The 49ers, halfway through the season, their team changed.
Mm-hmm.
Their team changed last year.
For the better.
They got McCaffrey and they got Purdy. And now they have them both for a full year. Logic would say they should be better. We'll see. I looked at that Lions-Chiefs game last night and just thought, man, Lions are going to be okay. I don't know if they can challenge the Niners.
But they were a game from the playoffs last year, Donnie.
Yeah. Sam, it looks like you want to jump in. Oh, no?
Sammy.
Guru had a question. I was getting his ears answer for.
Oh, yeah. I was trying to tell you who was on. I'm so excited. Who's on the call?
For this Sunday for
yes, sir.
Niners?
Yep.
It's Joe Davis and Darryl Moose Johnson.
Well, wow. All right, man. I like that tandem.
I like Moose.
Well,
he's a good player.
What about Joe?
Davis going to be on with Willard and Dibbs this afternoon, by the way.
He's good.
Who is?
Joe Davis will be.
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't want to say he's up and coming. He's past that, but he's good. I like him.
Is that their number one team?
No.
Let me ask you this. Do you?
Okay. You know I'm a nerd.
Knows this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, can you tell me ABC's top 2, 3 crews, NBC's CBS?
In a heartbeat.
Really?
Yeah. It's what I live
and Sam, you can too?
Goose sounds way confident, so I let him do it, not me.
Yeah, but I do it because it adds to my fulfillment of watching. You could get a great game with the wrong. Like, I'm over Gus Johnson for college football.
Okay.
Dude, get away from the cop speed. No shade at him. I know he's great. Is that your style? Like, I'm kind of over it with him. Some could say I'm over you on the radio, Goo, but I
thought, it's like
I hear him now. I'm like, oh.
Yeah, at one point I was over Stephen A. Smith. Now I kind of like him again. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Gus Johnson's enthusiastic. I don't know if I don't know. So who's ABC's number one crew?
Well, they got Monday Night
right.
ESPN. It's Troy Aikman and Buck.
Okay.
All right. That's ESPN. That's Monday Night Football.
All right.
That's all they got.
What about
Thursday night would be
Al Michaels and Kirk Herbstreit.
Boy, he's a legend. I'm not going to say anything. He's not a legend.
And Sunday night's the best to me. Michaels and Collinsworth. Michaels and Collinsworth.
Hey, let me ask a question.
They're great.
Tirico. Al Michaels is on Thursday night now, and Tirico called it last night with Chris Collinsworth.
I'm confused. No, seriously, I am. Evan, help me out now.
Al Michaels is now employed by Amazon. He does a Thursday night game.
Okay, gotcha.
So
why do you get off on that?
I don't listen. You know 50 times more than me when it comes to this.
Obviously, I didn't know. I forgot that one. Thank you, Evan.
Why do people not like Chris Collinsworth?
Who?
I think he's good.
He's who doesn't like him?
It feels like nobody likes him.
Evan, who's trying to be the next Collinsworth. I mean, Evan's a good.
He's a play-by-play
Maybe his
man.
son.
But Evan can do both.
I'm with you, though, Goo. I think Michaels and Collinsworth were the best crew that was on the air. Unfortunately, they're not together anymore. But I don't know. I think it's because of how much Collinsworth, I'll say, politely strokes someone like Patrick Mahomes, even when he might not make a great play. I think that's part of it. And he doesn't come down the road of players the way I think a lot of viewers might like.
Huh. All right.
You just want to you don't want a homer, right?
Well, I don't, but a lot of fans do. That's why they want me out of this spot.
But that's why Summerall and Madden are the best to ever do it. They were just fair.
Well, they also had a great rapport. I mean, they made it sound like you were in the
touchdown
booth
Rice. That's my Summerall. Boom, bam. That's my Madden. Let's go, baby.
Are you excited for the season?
Dude, I can't wait, and I hope the soda's not listening. I'm a cheat, Steiny. I got the hash browns, the Jimmy Dean hot sausage mimosa. I'm ready.
So you're going mimosa.
Dude, I'm not going to leave the house until Monday. I go to the gym before, though. I get up, I go to the gym early. Because how can you get mad? Catch the ball and you're eating chips. You know, you got to go do something active.